Hey, this is Mark Barrett. Thanks for visiting my website. Now, you're probably here because you're either looking at becoming involved in network marketing and trying to figure out if this is the right company for you, or you've been involved before and are hoping that Xango is the company that's finally going to make it happen for you. Well, congratulations. You're about 30% right so far. I mean, Xango is a superfood company, and superjuices are, in fact, not only the fastest growing segment of the whole functional beverage industry as well as the nutritional industry, but they also happen to be the most explosive product type that's been in the MLM industry for the last 10 years. I mean, Xango even has, they broadened their product line. They've added a whole new market segment, skincare, which I think was a very smart move. Visual, emotional, consumable. I mean, that's a huge market. So you've correctly picked probably the right company with the right product and the right market, but that's not going to save you. Chances are you're going to go make a list of everybody you know. You're going to call them up on the phone. You're going to twist their arm to get them to join you. And once you've given that your best shot and you're out of leads, you're going to join the ranks of other unhappy distributors, off in search of the gold, that next company that's finally going to make it happen for you. Problem is, it's not going to be any different there. The part of the equation you missed here is the job description. Network marketing. Now, you notice they don't call it network selling or let me jam it down my friends' throats. Those approaches, although they work, are simply going to get you into the NFL, which stands for no friends left. Now, if you're going to approach this as a serious business, and you want to make a lot of money, which is why we're here, right? You're going to have to learn marketing, and you're going to have to learn how to effectively market. And if you're with the right company, you've got more than a shot at it. You can put yourself into the top 1% of the company's earners. So if that's where you want to be, let me share a couple of key concepts with you here that'll make a huge difference in your ability, your future success in the business, actually. Now, my background for years has been business development and marketing, and I've had the good fortune to be involved in the network marketing industry for over 22 years. Now, during that period of time, I must have seen every business building approach imaginable. I mean, chasing your warm market, fax broadcasting, email marketing, voice broadcasting, situational marketing, resume databases, opportunity business cards, yard signs, that's a big one. I mean, everything. Now, all of these are valid low-volume approaches. And if you're currently using any of these, I'm not here to tell you to stop or that it doesn't work. The truth is, all approaches work to some extent. The problem is that some work better than others, and most people just don't have enough time, money, and resources to throw at the problem to generate a high enough volume of leads to really get to the goal, and that's what you got to do. Now, the success of the low-volume approaches, like working with your warm market, I mean, they're based on the assumption that you have that 1%er lurking in there somewhere. You know what I mean? That person that's going to come into your organization and boom, explode it. And you're going to make a fortune based on them coming in. You know, there very well could be a 1%er in your warm market, but the chances are there's not. And in the time it takes to use low volume approaches like that, pretty much guarantees that it's going to take you years, if ever, to reach your goals. So if you're going to look for massive success, you need massive activity. You need to generate that by using high volume lead approaches. Now, when I first entered the network marketing field, even though I'd been a successful business person before, I had no clue on how to make it work. And I failed so miserably for several months, it was embarrassing. I probably quit 5 times just in my first 6 months. You know how it is. I got so tired and sick of chasing my warm market around only to hear, Mark, I haven't decided yet. I'm still looking at several options. I haven't ruled it out. Can you follow up with me next week? It drove me nuts. But you know what? I just couldn't let it go. I was so hooked on the idea of being able to generate that residual income. Finally, I got some really good coaching tips from a couple of people that understood marketing. And they said, Mark, you're spending far too much time chasing lukewarm prospects around trying to convince them. You need to go out and find the dead serious people just like you. So you need to go to a larger market. And so I finally, using high volume approaches, I became a 7-figure yearly income earner in network marketing, and over the years I've earned millions in this industry. Now, my success was because I finally learned the value of working the numbers and using a marketing system that could generate a high enough volume of lead traffic that could easily be duplicated by my organization. Using high volume approaches allows you to generate such a large volume of numbers that you can't miss finding the dead serious people. Now, the high volume success formula really has 4 basic elements. Number 1 is a way to generate a high volume of lead traffic that keeps flowing into you on a daily, consistent basis. Number 2, you got to have a sifting tool that allows you to separate the suspects from the prospects, right? Number 3 is you got to have a presentation format, some way to get that information in front of them. And number 4 is a follow-up strategy. Now, years ago, my traffic formula was based on running ads in the local newspaper, and I tweaked that until I could get 80 to 100 leads per week coming into my system. I funneled those leads into a 2-minute recorded voicemail summary to screen out the job seekers, and then I brought the remaining prospects, believe it or not, in groups of 6 to 10 people into my home 3 times a day, showed them a videotape. Now, the follow-up strategy was that I didn't have time to. I had so many leads coming in, and that I didn't need to, because the serious were attracted to me because they saw I had a system that worked, and they wanted in. Well, did it work? Well, it allowed me to sponsor over 250 dead serious distributors into the business in 2 years. And 2 years later, I was generating an income stream of over $1.5 million a year. Today, the traffic formula is different. It's online, and the volume of that traffic, it's huge. And it's not hard to get to if you have the tools in the system. Now, the good part is you're not going to have to put 30 people a day into your living room. And once it's set up, the system can pretty much run itself on autopilot 24 hours a day, and it's international. Let me show you a system that will not only totally change the way you look at building your business, but it will also radically change your bottom line. With this system, your marketing is actually going to pay for itself, and it'll allow you to generate a volume of leads that you never dreamed possible. How would you like to have 50 leads a day to power your business? Sound unbelievable? Let's assume even 10. 10 is very easy to do with the right system. If you got 10 leads a day, that's 300 leads a month. You'd be able to sponsor about 3 to 5% of those people into Xango. Now tell me, would being able to sponsor 10 people a month into Xango change your financial bottom line? You better believe it would. I believe the high traffic system I can show you is probably the number one most powerful internet-driven approach today for you to hit the numbers you need to explode your group. So now you got a decision to make. Next step is to put your name and email address on that little form down below. Put your phone number down there too so I can give you a call. And I'll see you on the inside. Or you can take the skeptical approach and pretend what I'm saying couldn't possibly be true and just click me off. Well, I challenge you to step up to the plate and step inside and see if what I can teach you can truly change your business. Well, whatever your decision, I do wish you the best of luck. Now, don't worry about putting your information in down below. It only goes to me, the email address and your phone number. But it is going to allow me to email you several business building tips and strategies over the next several days to help bring you and your business to the next level. See you on the inside.